Donnie Ingram has been successfully involved in personal development and sales for over 25 years. He has lived and worked in several countries, including the Middle East. His high-impact presentations will not only educate and inform, but entertain and ignite listeners to live with purpose and passion every day. Donnie has effectively led organizational change for two major institutions in the last few years. His presentations are power-packed with simple, easy-to-use tools and methods that every listener can put to use immediately to increase production and performance. His corporate training programs have won him phenomenal success in his role as a national sales manager. Donnie is not only an inspiring motivational speaker, but an author, trainer, and president of Ingram Management Group. Let's join Donnie now in this short video as he shares about succeeding in challenging times.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to talk to you about, as Tom said, succeeding in challenging times, because we're all going to face challenging times, right? And there's a lot of people facing them right now. In fact, positive self-communication. See, we can't wait on somebody else to motivate us. We've got to be responsible for motivating ourselves. You cannot expect other people to believe that you are skilled, talented, beautiful, sexy, and successful until you believe it. And you ain't going to believe it until you start telling yourself. So you need to get up every morning, look yourself in the mirror, and say, God, look how great you made me. Today I'm going to do more than I've ever done in my life. Start proclaiming what you want to see happen in your life. Now, when I got on this process is when I realized what Earl Nightingale had said so many years ago was absolutely true. He said, whatever you plant into your subconscious and you nourish it with repetition and emotion will come to pass for you. And guys, that's true. Communication is powerful. Self-communication, we need to practice. It's just as important as positive communication to other people, because that's powerful too, isn't it? And we better learn how to do it, because every dollar you and I are going to make is going to come from somebody else. So we better get good at communicating with other folks. Now, I found out how powerful positive communication to others was while serving on a foreign military sales team in Amman, Jordan. I was in a little place one day called Azraq, sits up on the Iraqi-Jordanian border. That afternoon, when I came back down to the King's Highway, or what they call the King's Highway, goes from Baghdad, Iraq to Amman, Jordan, I turned towards Amman coming home, because that's where I lived and worked out of the American Embassy there. A few miles down the road, my worst nightmare happened. I came upon what appeared to be thousands of Iraqi troops, tanks and personnel carriers, automatic weapons. Well, fear gripped me really bad, because I'd been working over there several years already, and I knew at that time they did not favor Americans. I'm in a Chevy Impala. I got a 9mm. They got tanks. There wouldn't be enough left for me to prove I was in country if they didn't want. So I had to figure out, how am I going to do this? And when your fear kicks in, that self-talk comes, and it's normally negative. You got to change it. You got to get verbal, physical, to change it. So I had to start evaluating what's my options. I can't go back the other way. It goes to Baghdad. Not an option. And all at once it hit me. These guys like to communicate. Positive communication is what I have to use. So all at once I had a smile come up on my face. I looked like the Joker in a Batman movie. And I went to waving and yelling, "Hey, how y'all doing?" Good Southern language. A few seconds later, they started waving. When they started waving, they started parting the way for me to come through. I'm convinced today I got through that because of positive communication. Even though I never was, they wore those pants again. I got through that. Ladies and gentlemen, maintaining a positive attitude and positive communication, both to yourself and to other people, is vitally important. We need to practice that. We need to employ it in our life if we want to achieve the goals that we're after. In fact, I believe there are 7 principles that will assure us of achieving our destiny. I've outlined them in a little book titled Winning with Pride. I use PRIDE as an acronym. It stands for Personal Responsibility in Developing Excellence. Because we need more of that today, don't we? Personal responsibility. We don't see enough of it. We all have heard that little cliche that if it is to be, it is up to me. That's absolute truth. I had my first mentor gave me some valuable information. I never forgot it. I've heard it hundreds of times since then, and every one of you has probably heard it before. But he said, "Donnie, God gave us 2 ends. One to sit on, one to think with. And our success in life is going to be determined by which one we use the most. Well, I found that kind of humorous, but what he was really telling me is that we have a choice. Every day you and I get up, we're going to put into place actions and ideas that's going to shape and form our future. The key is putting the right principles to work in our life so that our future, those actions and ideas, are going to propel us into our destiny. We have that power, but we have to choose to use it. I encourage you today to use those principles. In doing so, you're going to find that your life is going to be healthier, happier, and far more prosperous. Guys, it's been great to be with you today. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Is your production less than it could be? Does your team need motivating? Do you need help refocusing your staff? If so, I'd like to help. My name is Donnie Ingram, and I've served over 25 years in leadership and management roles for several world-class organizations. My presentations will not only entertain and inform an audience, it will ignite them to live with purpose and passion every day. They will receive the knowledge of how to achieve radical success while learning the practical process to make it happen. I believe everyone is after success. Many are seeking ways to improve and grow. My goal is to help people identify, develop, and use the principles and tools that will assist them in achieving their goals. I believe positive motivation, inspiring evidence, and proven examples is what the majority of audiences need to hear in order to move forward personally and professionally.